Manipur police continues crackdown on drugs. Mother-son named with suspected brown sugar worth rupees 35 crore in international market in Imphal East. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren advises students to focus on studies, academic career instead of stirring up unnecessary commotions issues. Sports Minister Govindas Konthausam says active participation by youths in games and sports will bolster fight against drug menace in Manipur. And Assam to give scooters to nearly 36,000 meritorious students, mostly girls who have passed this year's higher secondary examinations. Kurumjari, good evening. You are watching Evening English Bulletin on IS News, and this is Victoria RAJKUMARI. Now to top stories. In a continuous effort to clamp down on drug menace in the state, a combined team of Special Commando Unit Khabai Soy and Imphal East women police personnel arrested a mother and son for possession of suspected brown sugar worth rupees 35 crore in the international market. The arrested have been identified as a 52-year-old Daikothin Haukip, wife of H.B. Holsey Haukip, and a 31-year-old Kailenkup Haukip, son of H.B. Holsey Haukip, residents of Longja village under Chakpi Karong subdivision in Chandal district. The commando team, led by Officer in Charge Special Commando Unit Khabai Soy Subedar L. Vivekananda and Zamadar Thangmilan Khongsai, backed by a women police team led by Officer in Charge Women Police Station, Imphal East, G. Gitanjali, under the overall supervision of SP Railways and in Charge Special Commando Unit Khabai Soy, T.H. Krishnatombi, conducted frisking and checking at Hatha Center, Masjid Road, New Nambulan's 2nd Street area near Travel Market in Imphal East around 5:15 p.m. yesterday, during which the team halted the duo for frisking and checking. Upon checking the belongings of Daikothin Haukip, the team seized 2 plastic polythene pouches containing suspected brown sugar worth around rupees 35 crore in the international market. The team also recovered 1 mobile phone along with an Airtel SIM card and rupees 2,550 in cash from her. 1 mobile phone along with an Airtel SIM card was also seized from her son Kailenkup Haukip. The mother-son duo along with the seized items have been handed over to Porampat Police Station for further necessary legal action, according to a police report. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren advised the students to focus on their studies and academic career instead of stirring up unnecessary commotions and issues. The Chief Minister was speaking at the program Destination Infinity Manipur IT Startup Challenge at the Innovation Hub Manipur IT Park in Mantripuki today. Biren said that the platform will continue to facilitate designing reforms and promote renovations in the IT sector. He asserted that the state youth can now realize their hidden potentials in the field of science and technology, innovation and creativity. He encouraged the students to study IIT and MBBS courses and secure high placement percentage. He urged the people, especially the students, to give impetus on resolving these pressing issues of the state and stop creating unwanted troubles. Recalled that the IT Hub was opened on March 15, 2021 to facilitate the students in exploring innovative ideas and creativity, adding that as many as 1,000 students have been enrolled in the IT Hub. He is sure to review the low-cost water pumping project, automatic electric timer switch, etc. manufactured by the students and also checked its durability. Officials, students, among others, attended the event.
Triple IT ki nane function namalai. Triple IT da koi Manipuri satra mo yorum de kari ki no khang de IT ki jungni. But adom the concentrate to what bro. Adom election gumba satra ki election da phunei. Kari kana bugino kari dorum mage the ins satra gi phanana bo khona na ba the government da matam gi oina sanga kana government ga punna seminar kana school phagadan bagi oiro waza wat bagi oiro satra wat bagi oiro to boda boda. Akhoi masen election da phuna raga leire. Adu saruki somda triple IT ki da akhoi gi mi yaw bungam yengo se net ki da doctor gi MBBS ki do result gi yengo khoi mi kya mi yoge adom do ina khoi focus bi dreba aduna nai na hana jab nan issue da khoi issue won tho ga leire issue core issue sing se mang ga tare core issue sing se da khoi concentrate ro ga lebak sem se lebak kan je si core issue ni day to day gi thoi ba post da economically khoi da yam satina mai pacham tingam bodu yankhai da do nga farming da handle ka do ni singi remote area sing the water supply gi problem le ramba example giwani ngasi maki pikraba sidagi 21 da hobu sidagi putoiba idea ni kakche men oina khanaraba haije boyani ko youth sing mayam da it is my earnest appeal education de concentrate of higher education gi kari pamge kari toksige karamba university link khachige karamba kari toksige IT gi change dai da akhoi manipur akhoi kaisu khoi son banate akhoi gi laiba talent sing son banate but akhoi
Sports Minister Govindas Kantauzam asserted that active participation by youths in games and sports will help strengthen the War on Drugs Campaign 2.0 initiated by Chief Minister Nongtwam Birren and bolster the fight against drug menace in the state. The minister was speaking during the inauguration of Khelo India District Centre Badminton for Kukching District. The event was held at Kukching Chumnan Indoor Stadium. Minister Govinda said that Khelo India was launched under the initiative of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to promote games and sports and usher in fit and healthy society. He said that the state has also been given opportunities for opening Khelo India centres. He maintained that the Khelo India District Centre Kukching is the first of its kind in Kukching District. He also showed that efforts will be made to open Khelo India centres in the subdivisions as well. Principal Secretary of Youth Affairs and Sports, C.H. Chabra, Director of Youth and Sports, T. Fulan, Deputy Director Yaz and T. Thauba, DYSO Thobal Kukching, T. Chittaranjan were present on the occasion.
Honorable Chief Minister, war on drugs. We Nishagi Mayoka, Chokwa, Land Masangli, Masida Quina, Sana Ponabada, we Sai Susi, down Nahruba, Naharo Sinsi, Maku absorbed the Magadi, Akui, Asai Waron Praxi, I think Hena, successful Loiba, Honorable Chief Minister program, Mogani, Wakalunda, Sana Konabaronda, we Sai Susi, Naharo Sinsi, Karahena, Nanaba, Kupuna, Honabinasi, Hagwa, Kukching District, Hello India Center. Yam Nehena, my Papina, Afaba Sanarika, Pupidana Manipur, Injet Porokadanatana, Bharat Kiminches Poroka, Mandana by having sort of.
The Assam government will distribute scooters among nearly 36,000 meritorious students, mostly girls, who have passed this year's higher secondary examinations. A proposal for implementing the program at the cost of Rs 258.9 crore was passed by the State Cabinet on Wednesday. Education Minister Rajnath Pegu told reporters after its meeting chaired by Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. A total of 35,800 students, that is 29,748 girls who secured a first division and 6,052 boys who secured 75% marks will get the scooters, he said. The Department of Higher Education will also provide financial assistance for registration and insurance to the students, he added. The Cabinet also decided to hike the monthly remuneration of assistant professors working for fixed pay in provincialized colleges to Rs 55,000, the minister said. The Cabinet decided on the guidelines for issuing certificates to hill tribes in plains and plain tribes in hills, Tourism Minister Jayant Malla Barwa said. Manipur has achieved the special award of recognition to state with best visibility and coverage. Meanwhile, Jiribam Municipal Council has backed the third best performing Municipal Council 2021 for Northeast in the Pradhan Mantri Award Yojana Urban Housing for All. The competition was organized by Union Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. The awards were distributed during the inauguration of a 3-day Indian Urban Housing Conclave at Sastri Maidan in Rajkot, Gujarat yesterday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the conclave, which will be held till October 21st. The awards were handed over by Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs Hardip Singh Puri. For Jiribam Municipal Council, Executive Officer of Moirangthem Surjit and Section Officer A. Manmohan received the awards from the Minister, while Mahut Director Robert Khetrimayum, MIS Specialist Soram Arunjit and Civil Engineer R.K. Johnny were the state representatives. The Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) has released the second list of party candidates for the Himachal Pradesh Assembly election 2022. Earlier, the ruling party released the first list of 62 candidates for the upcoming assembly elections on October 19. In the list released, Chief Minister Jairam Thakur to contest from Sairaj and Satpal Singh Sati to contest from Unasit. Anil Sharma, son of former Union Minister Shukh Ram, has been fielded from Mandi seat. The list, which features 5 women candidates, was finalized in Monday's meeting of the party's Central Election Committee (CEC), whose members include Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other senior leaders. Some incumbent MLAs have been dropped. Voting for the 68 assembly seats in the Hill State is scheduled for November 12th, and the counting of votes will take place on December 8th. The last date for the filing of nominations is October 25th. A one-day state-level seminar on freedom struggle of India and Netaji was held at INA Martyrs Memorial Complex Hall, Moirang today. State Art and Culture Department, in collaboration with INA Advisory Committee, Moirang, organized the event to mark the 79th anniversary of the Provisional Government of Free India. Resource persons delved into the prodigious roles and contributions of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and also INA in the Indian freedom struggle. Also speaking at the event, the Vice Chancellor of Manipuri University, L. Lokendra, said that Subhash Chandra Bose raised the first Indian National Army and inspired thousands of youths to join the struggle for independence from the British colonial rule. He stressed on the need to conduct thorough research on the lives of martyrs belonging to the state who sacrificed their lives in the freedom movement. Former Principal of Moirang College, A. Sarachandra, Head of History Department, H. Sudhir, research scholars and students attended the seminar.
There have been a lot of research papers which have been prepared by our scholars and many seminars and conferences in the last probably 30 years. But there had been very less, endorsement or support in the ideas which was put forward by the local historians on the issue of INA movement in Manipur. INA volunteers from Manipur during the last phase of the Second World War and also even beyond that. So he just stated that he had dealt with the Moirang, the
A one-day financial literacy awareness members education program for Technopole LAMPS LAMS, a cooperative society limited, was held at MTM Hall in Kopinom village in Technopole district today. CSP Cell, Institute of Cooperative Management Imphal, along with Manipur State Cooperative Bank Limited, organized the event. President of Technopole LAMS Cooperative Society Limited, M. Lunmilal Haukip, President of Manipur State Cooperative Bank, MSCB, P. Ranjit, Director of Institute of Cooperative Management, ICM, Rangamlian Aimol, MSCB Board of Directors, Mangi and Ibochoba, Managing Director of Technopole LAMS Cooperative Society Limited, Pramodini, and CSP Cell, MSCB, Sanjeev Irungbam, were present during the program. Now it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching IS News.
Electric laktabana maram oiduna asabe ising phanglaro haibi nungsa thiningai leitraba. Firmson Solar Water Heater. Contact number 9612391300 and 9862669522. Aikhoigi address Hairanggoidong Nithamja Karong, Impal West.
Welcome back. You are watching Evening English Bulletin on IS News. Now proceeding with other news. Election Commission of India (ECI) has invited entries from media houses for the National Media Award for Best Campaign on Voters' Education and Awareness during the year 2022. There will be 4 awards, one each for print media, television electronics, radio electronic, and online internet social media. The awards are to recognize the outstanding contribution by media houses to promote electoral participation by creating awareness about accessible elections, educating people about the electoral process, and raising awareness among the general public about the relevance and importance of voting and registration. The awards will be in the form of a citation, plaque, and cash prize and will be presented on the National Voters' Day, January 25, 2023. ECI has informed media houses to submit application latest by November 13th. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Draupadi Murmu are likely to visit Nagaland on separate occasions by the end of October and the first week of November, respectively. As per sources, Modi is likely to address a public rally on October 28 at the Indira Gandhi IG Stadium in Kohima. The ongoing Naga Students Federation NSF Martyrs Trophy at IG Stadium, which was scheduled to be held and concluded on October 29, had to rescheduled on October 24th owing to the Prime Minister's proposed visit. Modi had inaugurated the 10-day Hornbill Festival in 2014. Reports of the proposed visit of the Premier come ahead of the 2023 State Assembly polls. Meanwhile, President Draupadi Murmu is also likely to visit the state in the first week of November. Sources revealed that the preparations for the visits have already begun, according to a media report. Ukraine's military tightened the news around Russian forces occupying the southern city of Kherson today as the government ordered nationwide curbs on electricity use because of Russian missiles and drone attacks on power plants, a media report said. The government placed restrictions on electricity uses nationwide for the first time since Russia's invasion following a barrage of attacks on a power plant just before the winter sets in. Russia has intensified its missiles and drone attacks on Ukraine's power and water infrastructure in recent days. In Kherson, the only regional capital Russian forces have captured since their invasion 8 months ago, the Russian-appointed administration began an evacuation of a city that controls the only land route to the Crimea Peninsula, which Russia seized in 2014 and the mouth of the Dnipro River. While Ukraine remained tight-lipped about its operation, its military said 43 Russian servicemen had been killed and 6 tanks and other equipment destroyed. It is said that about 50 to 60,000 people will be moved out in the next 6 days. Meanwhile, the United States proposed new sanctions on Russia targeting a network that it accused of procuring military and dual-use technologies from United States manufacturers for Russian users. Leaders of the 27 member states will also discuss options for more support to Ukraine, including energy equipment, helping restore power supply, and long-term financing to rebuild at the EU summit. Now the sports news. The 5th Khelo India Youth Games 2022 will be held in Madhya Pradesh. Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports Anurag Singh Thakur announced the same during an event in New Delhi. Anurag Singh Thakur said the Khelo India Youth Games will be held at 8 locations, adding that more than 8,500 athletes and sportspersons are expected to participate in the sporting event. He said that Khelo India Youth Games, which started in 2016, provides an effective platform for the youth of the country to showcase their performance and talents in sports. Speaking on the occasion, Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Minister Anurag Singh Thakur for providing the opportunity to organize the Khelo India Youth Games in his state and assured that the state government will leave no stone unturned in organizing the event in most spectacular way. He said the games will be held at different places in the state, including Bhopal, Indore, Gwalior, Ujjain and Jabalpur. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Manipur police continues crackdown on drugs. Mother-son nabbed with suspected brown sugar worth rupees 35 crore in international market in Imphal East. Chief Minister Nongthom Biren advises students to focus on studies, academic career instead of stirring up unnecessary commotions issues. Sports Minister Govindas Konthausam says active participation by youths in games and sports will bolster fight against drug menace in Manipur. And Assam to give scooters to nearly 36,000 meritorious students, mostly girls who have passed this year's higher secondary examinations. Well, that's all we have in this evening bulletin. Thanks for being with us. We'll be back with more news updates at 8 p.m. Till then, have a great evening.